Hey, what's up y'all? 𝐵Righteous here. And I've played quite a bit of The First Descendant, even got a glimpse of how some of the in-game stuff will be. One being avoid intercept battle. First and second levels of it, certain prerequisites are required in order to participate, and it was very cool. It didn't last long because the two other players that joined us had insane weapons that basically ended the fight quickly. But I'm sure they'll be way more difficult than that and give us a worthy challenge. But from that fight, look at what happened. All this loot just poured out of the boss and instantly filled my inventory. And from that came two weapons that I've quickly become fond of, the Red Wolf pistol and a shotgun called In a Blink. Both tier 2 weapons. These really stood out to me, and it wasn't until later on in levels was I able to get them. Now let me just say that aesthetically these weapons look beautiful. They're similar to other games but have their own flavor, and to top it off, the gunplay is very satisfying and really responsive. That really stands out to me. But check this out, here's what these guns do. And oh, by the way, hand cannons and pistols are surprisingly good as well. And here's some lore behind the weapon. The Red Wolf was given to the Red Wolf unit on the Albion defense mission. The role of this Albion defense garrison is to prepare for the imminent crisis ever present in the open world. So the weapons designed are specifically for this. This is awesome. I like how it has a little lore behind it, which gives it some personality and makes you desire it more. The Red Wolf is very strong and has some crazy range with high burst potential, which is why sometimes I'd substitute it for an assault rifle when I had none equipped. That's how much range it has, and it still hits hard at that range. I was surprised at what it can do. It has enhanced rounds, and these are just to differentiate between the type of weapon. At first I thought it was like, okay, the orange is legendary, then the blue is rare, like the typical way that they rank weapons and gear, but that's not how it is at all. They're just to differentiate between a type of weapon, like how shotguns and snipers have high powered rounds, while scout rifles have impact rounds, and finally assault rifles with general rounds. And I kind of figured it'd be like this in regards to weapons. They drop as a certain base variant, but can roll with different attributes. Like you'll have the same weapon, 2 or 3 red wolves, and have different attributes and stats, making the hunt for that god roll once you attain all the more satisfying. To add on to the weapon's efficiency, they have runes, which are equivalent to mods. All can be upgraded and enhanced. These runes are applied to your inventory, whichever you choose, and whatever weapon you equip depending on the type, those corresponding runes apply to it. Like these two you see right here. They're tier 3 and called 𝐻𝐻𝐳, aim expert and defense expert. One that makes your aim next to none, and the other that grants you up to 300% defense for a short time after killing an enemy. These only work with shotguns, and the good thing about this is the tier 2 shotgun I got called In a Blink. It has high powered rounds with a fast fire rate. For a shotgun with the 2 tier 3 runes attached, wreck enemies while surviving. The main issue I had with this was running out of ammo, honestly, and enemies like these warrant the fact that you need weapons this powerful. But even though all these weapons and gear seem powerful, your character has abilities that make you feel strong, there are concerns that I have. I was tuning into some Twitch streams to get those drops, right? And I noticed a trend. A lot of repetitiveness in the gameplay, even though they were different areas and maps. I've also come to the conclusion that out of all the games that you can compare The First Descendant to, Destiny, or whatever else you think it may favor the most, I've come to the conclusion that The First Descendant feels a lot like Warframe. Almost a carbon copy. It's like Warframe got a major upgrade. That model, to me, is what made Warframe a little less desirable to play because it was an endless grind for gear and weapons. I understand the purpose though, because in Warframe there is PvP where you can test out and compete against others with the builds that you created, so it's become a culture. The endless build possibilities you can create and show off. That's what it's become, and it's been out for a long time, years. I'm a gamer who actually believes in PvP increasing the replay value in games, because there'll always be a different experience whenever you play. It's nothing like PvP, so I can see the long-standing appeal of Warframe. But The First Descendant has no PvP, and this is my dilemma. Just co-op, which to me doesn't make sense. Why not have PvP? Because as I said, there's missions that are always the same but just in different areas. The aimless grind for the sake of grinding is not my thing, and I could be wrong. They could have some engaging game modes that will make it have more replay value than I think. I mean, it's only the beta, which ends soon, and maybe I'm wrong, but this model feels very similar, and I found myself getting a little bored at times. I haven't completely given up on it though. I'll definitely give it a chance when the full game releases and go from there. But that's really it. I wanted to give you a glimpse of a few weapons and runes so you can get an idea of what it's like. I appreciate you listening. Drop a like if you enjoyed this discussion and subscribe to my channel for more. I'll catch you in the next one. Be right out.
many did I say?